Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nyabohanse.
Yeah.
Gentany, what is so special about Nyabohanse?
For me, I think nothing special there, but Nyabohanse is a nice area, I can say.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in to watch Kung Fu Fanta. This is your host, Mr. Nice, and today we have Gentanyisenior254. Gentanyisenior254, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm very fine, bro. Thank you for hosting me here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Gentany,
Yes.
you know, I'm going to have a series of questions for you today. I don't think some of these questions anybody's ever asked of you before, but these are questions that I've kind of formulated because of watching your videos and some people bringing your name up in other people's comment sections as well as chats, even in your comment sections in chats. And there's some questions that I've come up with based on their questions. And also, some of these are direct questions from other people, and I don't think they really got answers to those questions. And so hopefully you'll be able to answer them today. So that way some people's questions will be answered today from somebody who's actually from the village of Nyabohanse.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
I'm coming from the village.
Okay, great. So to start out with, who is Gentanyisenior254?
Gentanyisenior is I'm actually a YouTuber, a Kenyan YouTuber, and I'm coming from Nyabohanse village. That's the famous village I think in the world, one of the famous village in the world. And I was doing good contents of charity, and there is a time that I shifted from it because it came to be too much chaos here and there. Pressure of the donors, they were giving me pressure. You should wake up, go and look for stones, look for the trucks to bring the sand soil. Then I was like, from my age and the time that I'm having that job, and because I was still schooling yet, the charity work was now giving me much. We call it much. Pressure. So I was like, this charity, I'm not fitting this line. Yeah.
Okay.
Decided to start reaction videos.
Okay. You're now in university, is that correct?
Sorry?
You are now in university, correct?
My name?
No. You are now at a university. You're going to a university. Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm still in school. Currently, I'm in Nairobi.
Nairobi University?
No. It's Kenyatta University.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your major course of study at Kenyatta University?
My major?
Yes.
My major course?
Yes.
The course that I'm taking there?
Yes.
Is a Bachelor of Science in Community Development.
Okay, great.
Is an NGO related courses. So I have to work with the Red Cross, United Nations, and other non-governmental organizations. I mean.
Okay, and in the future, are you looking to work for a major NGO?
Yeah, I'm looking to maybe to work with an NGO for a few years. I think 10 to 15 years. Then I opt to open now my organization that I'll be running as a manager.
Okay. Now, let's forget YouTube for just a moment because we're going to get into YouTube.
Yeah.
So what I want to concentrate now is Nyabohanse. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nyabohanse.
Yeah.
Gentany, what is so special about Nyabohanse?
For me, I think nothing special there, but Nyabohanse is a blessed area. I can say it's a blessed area because even if you compare everything that Nyabohanse do, they do it at their best level. Everything that they do. When you come to educational how can I say educational history, many people who are learned, they are coming from that village, and big doctors, big teachers are from that village. So when it comes to YouTube also, they are doing it in a perfect way. You can see the good number of people in that village are now YouTubers, and they are working very, very hard. So I think the unique thing there is that people, when they decide to do something, they can do it to their best level.
Okay, and Gatani, you were born and raised in Nyabohanse, correct?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. What was life like for Gatani growing up in Nyabohanse?
Sorry?
What was life like for Gatani, you, growing up in Nyabohanse? What was it like for you?
My life?
Yeah, how was life growing up in Nyabohanse?
For me, I can't complain because that's where I was born, and my parents were, both of them, actually my dad was a teacher and passed away back in 2004. From there, my mom also, she was energetic and she was able to raise us. So the life was just a bit, the life before was just a good life. I think I can't complain that much. The life was just okay, and I don't regret to be born there.
Okay, and what are some of your best memories growing up in Nyabohanse?
My best memories is the way people were living early, those days. You know, those days when you compare it with this time, there is memories of when we were going to take care of the livestock at the river. At Iam Marwa's river, that river you see at the end down there, that's where we used to go and give our livestock water. We swim there. Yeah, those are the memories that I can remember. We used to play with the clay soil. We make the toys from the clay soil.
Okay, well, it sounds like very good memories as a child. Now, at this point in time, would you agree or disagree that Nyabohanse is a good place to raise a family today in today's age?
For me, I can't advise because I also don't have that plan of staying there because the town is now full of chaos, jealousy. People are working. You just live there insecure because now the way the town is growing, the parents are now competing. They are trying to tell their kids that, do you see that boy of so and so is doing this and this? Why are you not doing this? So they are even forcing their kids to look like other people. You know, comparing people is very wrong. So the way the village is now, and the place that we are heading to, it's going to be more worse than the way I'm talking now. The way I'm talking now. Sorry.
Okay.
So I can't advise someone to live there because that village is going to be one of the worst village ever. You know, sometimes live in a place there where people don't know you, just cool, like Nairobi here. Nobody is bothering about your life. Nobody's bothering what you have eaten supper. Nobody's bothering. But back in the village, trying to have something small, people want to know, where have you got this thing from? You know, so I can't advise someone to raise a family there. Well, that's my opinions.
Okay, well, that's good to know because I think a lot of people in a very indirect way have been asking that question. I've been seeing that question being asked indirectly and at times directly if Nyabohanse is a good place to live. Now, outside of that, what is so special about Nyabohanse itself?
The special in Nyabohanse itself is that People are. It has a good number of people are talented. There is more talents in Nyabohanse. Footballers, musicians. It was blessed with talents. That's what I can say. Because we have got musicians there, big musicians, and they sing a very good English. And I also have a footballers, very nice team. People are playing there, YouTubers, you know. So for me, I can say the village was blessed with talent. It's a talented village.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
besides farming,
Yeah.
what are the other main revenue streams in Nyabohanse that people can do to generate their own income?
Apart from farming.
Yes.
There are people are actually. I think YouTube can be the second thing after farming, because before YouTube, people were much concentrating on growing their crops, the cash crops they sell, the maize and whatever. But nowadays, a good number of people have now started to concentrate on YouTube, putting videos back on back so that they can get something from and put on the table. So I think almost 70% of the village are YouTubers now. I think that's the second thing that can generate their income.
70%.
70% of the village. I think 70% of the village, and that's when I say 70%, I'm talking of the age bracket of 20 to 35 years, because
And
the old people there, they are countable, but the youths, I think 70% of them.
okay, now that you say 70%, I don't remember who said it recently, and I want to say the number was probably between 7,000 and 9,000 is the population of Nyabohanse. Do you know about what is the approximate population of Nyabohanse?
People are not that too much. I think it can be, it's around 5,000.
So out of 5,000, you're estimating 70% are YouTubers now.
Yeah, 70% of that is around 3,500.
Wow. So I would so I would think that I would see a lot more Nyabohanse videos on YouTube.
And the other people who have not opened YouTube, something that have maybe limited them. Others, they have fun, but they lack confidence. They never went to school. Other people dropped out of school, so they can't even talk English for more than 1 hour or 30 minutes or two seconds. So they fear. And the others it's only that they don't have phones, but they are willing to open YouTube even now. It's only that now having phones is a problem, and that is the 30% that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Everybody is willing to be on fire because they see when someone is on YouTube, they have just started to build house, to do this. So some of them, they think that it is an easy game that you just wake up and do it. So they just want to try. I want to be like this and this. That is how the 30%.
Okay. So I think that's going to be confusing a little bit, but if you say it in that way, then it gives me a lot more better understanding of who is and then who is not a YouTuber or a basic content creator within the village. Now, Gentany.
Yes.
If you could improve one thing in the village of Nyabohanse, what would that be?
To improve?
Yes.
For me to improve there, maybe I can look for a Wi-Fi. I install the public Wi-Fi and put some hall where people will come just and sit there. They upload their videos. They go internet. Yeah, I think that's for me, from my perspective. That's the only main challenge that those people have there, the public Wi-Fi.
Okay, so you're looking to help people of the village expand their horizons.
No. I'm not just placing that Wi-Fi there. You come and pay something,
Okay.
and you've been given a ticket of maybe using a Wi-Fi from 2 to 3 hours. It's a
Okay.
business actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
pay 100 Kenyan shillings. I give
Mhm.
you a Wi-Fi for 3 hours to 4 hours. That's how people work even here in Nairobi.
You know, you might be onto something because
Sorry.
if you look at the past couple decades of cyber cafes are closing their doors because people are accessing Wi-Fi and bundles and stuff like that. That's actually seems like a good replacement for a cyber cafe. It would still be a cyber cafe in a way, but with Wi-Fi only.
I just when I say that whole, I can just put Wi-Fi and maybe some soft drinks like sodas, you know.
Okay, but you're still
But
looking at it as a business model to improve the village.
sorry,
You're still looking at it as a business model to improve the village.
business.
Okay, so you're coming from a business point of view as something you would improve the village on is to provide a service of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think that one I will be now developed a village in a way that people will be helping me to generate income at the same time they also make their money from YouTube or other things of internet. You know, that's how now we'll be favoring each other
Okay.
because they are favoring me, I'm favoring them.
Okay. Okay. So the next question for you is now for YouTube. We're actually going to get into YouTube here. Now for YouTube,
Sorry?
we're now going to get into YouTube now.
Yeah.
Talk about YouTube. So now for YouTube, both good and bad. What impact has YouTube had on the village of Nyabohanse?
You know, there is impact. When you say impact, there is a negative impact and the positive impact. So everything have got a negative impact and positive impact. So I don't know the specific that you mean, because for me there is negative impact. There is also positive impact in the village.
Right. That's why I'm asking you the question, because you're there. You can actually give those specifics on
Uh,
what's negative and positive about it.
the positivity side is that the village has developed because people are now building their own houses, and it has also brought a beauty in the village, because when you have mansions in the village, it has bring that beauty of the village, and the village is growing generally. That's the positivity side, and people are now able to get money, and it has reduced the crime rate, whereby nobody can go and steal from each other, because with time, as the time goes, these people, almost everybody would be rich. So when rich people live together, the crime rate goes down. So that story of stealing and I don't know, theft and whatever, robbery, it goes down. I think that's the positivity part of the YouTube in Nyabohanse village. But the negative part, it is as one, it has spoiled families. When I say families, is that even the women who have opened YouTube in the village, they are now going to an extent of divorcing with their husbands, because they have got a white donor from maybe UK, US, sending money to her. Now she generates that disrespect. She don't even respect the husband. It goes to a point where they divorce because she want to pretend that she is single. Even she went an extent of writing at the description there that I'm single, so that they start to talk to donors. They have now the YouTube have now exposed people's wife into into donors. So those donors, when they start to send money to them, our wives now start to quarrel with the husbands because they see like they don't help them with anything. That's the negative part, I think. And yeah, jealousy had the rate of jealousy has gone high. because people are feeling bad. Like the other day I was with this guy and he had nothing. Today now he is building. And the other day I was with this guy. We went to school together, but today he has now a car. So that jealousy have started to. Yeah, that's the negative part of it.
That's unfortunate. And, some people will disagree, especially the people at YouTube, but I actually know exactly what you're talking about, at least in two situations of what you just talked about. And I think the one that you were pointing to, I think I know that being one of the two. But it is unfortunate, and hopefully people will wake up and not let YouTube interfere with their lives. But my next question to you is, what is your opinion about YouTubers coming to Nyabohanse to create content?
Sorry?
What is your opinion about YouTubers coming to Nyabohanse to create content?
I think the person who spoiled that point is the king himself, Iam Marwa. When you have branded yourself, now he has a cool number of subscribers. He should not be doing videos with anybody. That one now, you lower your fame. Even if someone see you with Iam Marwa nowadays making a video with him, you might not even get views because it's now a normal thing. It's a normal thing. If Marwa could be a person who does not expose himself anywhere, just having anybody at any time recording video with everybody, these people could not be coming in our village, because nowadays they come, when they reach there, they don't even bother to meet him because there is other YouTubers around. So I don't encourage people to come there because these things might bring even disease. They come there, they engage into maybe the person who have come to Nyabohanse to make content is a beautiful girl. You get that the boy who is going to host her, maybe they do 1, 2, 3. I don't know whether you understand me. Then that one will maybe bring diseases into a village.
Yeah.
The kinds of the way party was there.
Mm-hmm.
When they come, there is a YouTubers in the village that they want to help you to help you on YouTube. Then you give a return of more so when you are a girl, when you are
Right.
a woman. When you come, they make a content with you. Then they want to seduce you so that they can pay themselves. So those characters of YouTubers coming to village, it might bring diseases there, and it not might even that time of the party. People are doing their own things during the night time. It's only that we were not there. I was in Nairobi, and we don't know what people did. We don't know what they left there. We don't know whether those people gave out the pregnancy and disappeared, and others were given pregnancies and went. So I don't encourage people to come to the village, because even if you come and meet Marwa nowadays, that it does not have any impact unless he share you in his community, and it's very rare. So meeting Iam Marwa, you can go and see people have videos of a collab with Iam Marwa on their YouTube channel, but they have 100 views. Why?
Right.
The fame has gone down because Marwa has not secured the brand that he has. You should not just go and make video with it. He has made a video with almost everybody, every villager, small, big, everybody. So nowadays, when you tell us that I was with Iam Marwa, we see it like normal. There is some people who will tell me that I was with Wodemaya. That I will be like, how did you made it to meet Wodemaya? Because Wodemaya is not making video with anyone, anywhere. So nowadays, if you go and make, even if you travel from where you are and you come and make a video with Iam Marwa, nobody will, that video will not pick at the way the videos used to pick early when he came from Colombia for the first time. Nowadays, the fame has gone down because he's not securing the brand. And that's the reason why Dee Mwango is going to pass him, because when she comes to village, it's very rare you see her making video with anyone. She knows how to secure the brand. So with him, he has been making video with everybody. Now people are tired of him. When you see you with Iam Marwa, they are like, what the hell? What are you telling us? Who is he? Because he has been many people's video. So you need to secure your brand. And people, I don't encourage people to come in the village actually. And that's the reason. That's the reason that I've given you that it will bring maybe diseases into village and all that things. Yeah.
Okay, so would that be your main advice to content creators, not to come to Nyabohanse?
Sorry.
Or, well, let me ask you let me ask you in a question that makes sense.
Yeah.
What is your advice to content creators coming to Nyabohanse to create content?
YouTube. There is no. I don't. There is any need of coming Nyabohanse. You know, fame comes with time. So there is a time that will come that when we'll be speaking about Nyabohanse, nobody will be watching because the fame fades. Fame fades. I don't know whether you understand.
I do.
So I advise those people who are coming to the village that YouTube, nobody owns YouTube. You can make video from any angle that you are, as long as you make sense to people. People will watch you and you will get views and you will grow. You know, nobody nobody supported Iam Marwa, but now he's here because he has been on YouTube for a very long time. What makes people to come in our village is impatience. You feel like you open YouTube today and you want YouTube to pay you next week. So let me go to Nyabohanse. They should not do that. They should stay in their village and brand their village. Actually, people, they will take that fame of Nyabohanse. They will take that fame of Nyabohanse and convert it to their village because now people will start to watch them. They create their own dramas there. They should not come to Nyabohanse. Nothing is there. It's only fame goes with time. Now it's time for Nyabohanse. It will reach the years, maybe say 2030 there. Nobody will be talking. We will be talking about Nyabohanse and people will be wondering, what are you talking about? We are tired of that village. So they should brand their village.
I agree. Now,
yeah, you know, fame goes with time. Fame goes with time.
Right. And you made
it will reach a time that that guy will be posting a video. Iam Marwa will be posting a video and it does not go anywhere. There is another young YouTuber who by that time will be now on fire, glowing. You know, when you put one video, people watch it because everybody has. Before Marwa, there was other people who are posting and the video were going viral. Nowadays, we don't speak about them. So fame goes with time. So what I can advise those people is stay on your village, brand yourself, brand your village, and your village will grow and people will start to talk about it. Because if you will make your audience to know that you are recording a video from Nyabohanse, what if you are not there? You are not now in Nyabohanse because they have now used to watch you from just Nyabohanse. Then you come back and tell them that I'm in Nairobi. They will not watch you, and they have realized that. And that's how YouTube starts to be boring because you went to Nyabohanse, you're getting 10K views. When you travel to Nairobi, they don't watch you anymore. They want you when you are in Nyabohanse.
Yeah.
So that's not branding yourself.
Yeah, that's totally understandable, and I think you made a point not too long ago in this interview that Wodamaya doesn't do collabos anymore. I remember the time when he used to be more involved in collabos, and nowadays he's not, and it makes sense because I've been telling people for at least.
Let me give you one example. Between Iam Marwa and Wodamaya, which person will you meet and make a collabo with, and you feel good? You feel like this video is going to shoot.
It'll be the Ghana boy for sure. I would rather do it with Wodamaya if I had a choice.
Good. The reason why it is not that because Wodamaya is bigger than Iam Marwa. No, because Wodamaya has secured his brand. So meeting Wodamaya is not easy. So people will be wondering to see you with Wodamaya. To see you with Iam Marwa is just a normal thing because everybody is meeting. He makes videos with everybody. Now he's lowering the brand, and those people who he's making video with, they will overturn it. So nowadays we are tired of Iam Marwa have visited Mayugun. So we know automatically what they are going to speak. The way he helped him, the way he was working there as a mason, nowadays building, he's repeating the same content each and every day. So we have already known that what linked Marwa and Mayuguno is that Mayuguno was a mason there, and that's all. So today, if I see a thumbnail that Marwa has visited Mayuguno, I'm not going to watch anymore because I know what they are going to speak about.
Right. Good point. Now, Gitani, you're on YouTube. Why did you choose reaction?
I choose reaction because at our village, when you do the normal vlog, people just want to see you like I don't know how our villagers are. Most of those people who have grown on YouTube, like people who Marwa hold their hand at the first time, those are the Nasto, other people's chef, I don't know. All those big YouTube, they want them to remain to be them. Because when you go for a collab, tell me I'm not free, I will call you tomorrow, I will do this, I will do this. But you keep on seeing them making videos together because their subscribers are close. If I have 10,000 subscribers, you have 12, we are big friends ever. But if there is a one who has 1K or 1,000 subscribers and the 10,000 subscribers, making a video is a very hard thing ever. So we saw these people the way they are doing people. Let us get out and speak the truth about how people are. There is a good YouTubers, good vloggers who are playing underground because those people are not lifting them anymore. And they have words that they need to speak. It's only that they fear to speak out. So I decided to join this team of reaction so that we can be telling people what is happening there, because all of us, we cannot go to one lane because by that time that I was doing charity, you do charity, you get that one donor is maybe supporting 2 people from that village. So you wake up today, you got that, oh, the other YouTuber has already called the donor, told him, oh, this guy yesterday was doing this and this. Now the donor thinks that maybe you are using his money, and maybe the donor tried to ask for the price of one material, maybe a cement or an iron. Then the guy changed the price and lowered the price at the lowest point that the donor will think that you are now scamming him. So it comes to be chaos here and there. When you buy this, the donor tells you that cement is 850 and you told me that it's 900, and the cement by that time is 900. You know what people don't know, in Kenya, everybody has his own price. Price is not constant. You can buy here shoes 5,000. The next shop you buy it the same shoes, same material at 7,000. So everybody has different price. So the hardwares was selling material for construction at a different price. So when he confirmed from this how much is cement, he said it's 850. The other hardware is selling 1,000. So you feel like these people is coming. Now it came to be a stress. You just I realized that I'm not fitting this line. Actually, the long term charity I can't do. For me, you know, I built a house for my aunt, a slope house, a very beautiful one. I placed everything inside, even a screen, a TV, and everything. I built for her a toilet. I dug a borehole. I came to Nairobi. I fed the street kids bread, milk. So that charity came to be tiresome to me because there was too much blames. The pressure, calling you, sending you money at night time, telling you tomorrow run and do this and this and this. Make sure you upload the video. Now I was living that life of being commanded, and for me, let me be open that I don't like someone to command me to do this and send me video, do this. So I saw that these people will not understand me because I'm not fitting that line. But I know I will come to do that charity because that's what I'm studying for. It's a passion. It's only that pressure of wake up, because I have to go to school. Someone is calling you to go and feed the street kids. Make sure you have uploaded the video. No Wi-Fi, no internet, no bundles. So I left that and decided to speak out the truth. What is happening in the village? How people are scamming each other? How people are going and telling the donors the wrong of the other, so that he or she cannot send money. So that is how I decided to left the charity and join the reaction team.
Okay.
And here we are.
Okay. So Gatani, on YouTube, are you aware of Mr. Beast as of today with over 238 million subscribers? Are you aware of that?
Sorry?
Are you aware that Mr. Beast of YouTube today, Mr. Beast, the content creator, has over 238 million subscribers? Are you aware of that?
209.
238 million.
I don't get your question well. Let me put this.
Okay, so are you aware of who Mr. Beast is?
Am I aware that?
Okay, Mr. Beast is the biggest individual YouTuber on YouTube right now. There's nobody bigger than him as an individual on YouTube. So what I'm saying is he has 238 million subscribers. So the follow-up question was that I was going to ask of you, did you know that Mr. Beast himself is a reactor on YouTube? He has another channel that's a reaction channel. And it has 32 million subscribers on that reaction channel. So I'm letting you know that, since you're not aware of it, I'm letting you know that, because when I'm saying what I meant to say after yes or no, if you know who this guy is, that reaction is here to stay. So the follow-up question that I have for you is, what do you say to those who say, stop reacting and create some real content? Because I know you've seen those comments. What do you have to say about those people who say that?
Those people, I think, for them, it's because they don't like the truth, you know. So we cannot all of us cannot do the same thing, you know. We cannot do the same thing. And for us reactors, does not mean that we are perfect. No, they have right also to speak about us. If they see the wrong, they have to speak about us. But those who are commenting down there that stop and do this and normal, we used to do those normal vlogs and they never lifted us. Now, because you are saying the truth about them, how they did us, I never started my YouTube channel on reaction. No, I was doing a normal vlog. Go and watch my first videos there. I was walking the river, walking here, showing people here and there. But those people who used to follow them to support us, they never supported us. Now, because we have now started to say the truth about them, they are now trying to tell us that do a normal vlog. Will they really help us, or they just want us? The plan of those people is just to see us down all the time, down. Even if I could be doing the normal vlog, by that time, by now, I could not be even at 1,000 subscribers, 500 and below, because nobody is helping you, nobody is showing you how these things are being done, how to tag, how to put a thumbnail. They just see that if I show this guy this, and he is a bit knowledgeable, he can pass me with a very high speed. Now we decided to say the truth about them, and we are here to stay.
Okay, when it comes to Iam Marwa, how do you know him?
For me, Marwa, I know him as my brother's age mate, and he's a good guy. Actually, for real, this is the first time I'm saying this. That guy has a good heart. The only problem with him is the surrounding, the people who surround him. But him alone, because since the time that he came from, by that first time that he was building the mom's house, I used to talk to him. I used to go there. as he was building the house of the mom, not the villa, that house of the mom where Congress mom is living. That guy used to be a good guy before interacted with the villagers, started to introduce things to do with the PA. I don't know who. So those surrounding, they go and tell them, they tell him this and this and this and this and this and this and this. They started to change the mind of that guy. But that guy, that guy alone is a good-hearted guy, very different from other people in their family. He has a good heart. Who spoiled that guy is the surrounding of that guy. For me, that's how I know him. Because even the way he greets people when he's alone, since he has started to introduce things to do with PA, security, driver, I don't know, those drivers, those people who are surrounding him, they just come and sit in Nyabohanse village. They think of something that they can go and tell him so that he can continue to trust them more than any other person. They have even gone to an extent of making Iam Marwa to quarrel with the brother, the real brother. They are not talking anymore because they go and listen from this brother. They come and tell him, he has said this and this and this and this. Now they want Marwa to trust them than anybody. So the surrounding of that guy is only bad. But the guy himself, for me, the way I know him, is a good-hearted guy because we have even traveled with him from Nairobi to home. We were talking. We even went and eat lunch in Narok. Very good-hearted guy. The surrounding of that guy, it's what is now finishing.
Okay, I think some people are going to be shocked that you said that, but I'm glad to hear it from you because I wanted to get your opinion on him. How did you get to know him? But I mean, you said a lot more than what I expected you to say.
That one. Even you ask any reactor, go and ask them. They go and talk bad about him. They even go an extent of calling him Kenge, but he has never gone to police even to and he has that capability of going and pay money. Maybe he arrests someone. He has never done that one. He's a good-hearted guy, but when it reaches to that point of he's just like ignoring those stories of people are talking bad about him and they are around the village, those surrounding, they go and tell him this guy has said this and that. I watched that. He even don't watch our videos because he usually record, upload, and sleep. That's all. So people who watch our videos are the surrounding. They go and go and bold the words that you have said. They go and incite him. Go and arrest this guy. Go and arrest it. They are trying to put that bad heart on him, but himself, because I know him before YouTube, I know the guy. Even people knows him because the way he is. The surroundings, the one that's spoiling him, but the guy himself, I know, is a good-hearted guy.
Okay.
Even you can see from the videos, people are calling him different names. Others call equalizing him with animal, and they are in the same village. And you have never heard of somebody that he has arrested someone. Oh, I don't know what I want. But Davy Jnr has already done that. Has arrested people. He was looking for people with the police, but he usually don't even watch our videos. He don't care. Actually, he knows that YouTube is a game, and if people are speaking using my name to get views, I have no problem with that. But that's the surrounding that is around him. They go and tell him, no, this guy, can you listen this part? Watch this guy. You are saying this and this. Now, Maro started to raise that anger, and he went even in an extent of looking for police. But if he could be living alone without that surrounding the way he was living before, that guy has a smart heart. You can see even from the video, accommodating almost everybody from nowhere. Those times, since he started to introduce the PA, I don't know, the security, things started to change. Yeah, that's how I know him from my perspective.
Okay. Do you think Marwa is lying and saying that he doesn't like react? Do you think he's lying when he says he doesn't like reaction videos?
He does not like reaction videos. He does not like. and he's not lying. You don't like that. I think for that question, I think for me, the guy is not lying. Actually, he don't like reaction, but at the same time, you know, with time when reactors will come, if you have started to realize there is a good number of now reactors, people have now just started to jump into the side of reaction. So the reason why he does not like reaction is that if people will do more reaction over him with the time, with the years, they will pin him down, because if everybody is complaining about someone and the guy who people are complaining over, he's not even responding, then that one will automatically look like the truth. Now people are saying the truth. That's the reason why I don't like a good number of just imagine of 7% of the YouTubers, 40 of percent of YouTubers change to be reactors, and almost all of them will be speaking about Iam Marwa's family. Then automatically people who are watching from out, they will know that this is the truth. That's the reason why he does not like reactors. He wants that number of reaction to go low. Then the other people who are doing the normal vlog, they go high, and that's how the brand will continue to be there. But when good number will start to react over him, by the time, in the next 5 to 6 years, the brand will go down. That's the reason why he's against reaction.
Okay.
You don't like that number. You don't like that number of reaction to be too much, because if people will be populated, will be of the high population there in the part of reaction, and automatically there is no 20% of those people who will be maybe 40% of the reactors. 20% every day they must have to mention Iam Marwa or Iam Marwa's family. So if people will be like, these people are coming from the same village, and this one is speaking this way, this one is speaking this one, this one is speaking this way. This thing might be the truth, and that's the reason why he is against the reactors, or more so who are coming from that village, because they are now saying the first-hand things.
Right. Now, have you ever been friends with Marwa?
Sorry?
Have you ever been friends with Marwa? Have you ever been a friend of Marwa?
Yeah, of course. He knows me. He knows me very well.
Okay, so
even the time that we met at the bus station, we were going home. I don't know where he was coming from. By that time, I never knew. I didn't even knew about YouTube. He was sitting beside me, and he was doing a live. He was going live, but I never appeared in that video because I was a first year and I had no idea with YouTube. I was like, what is he doing, this guy? What is he doing? But they played childhood with my brother. They used to come home, but by that time I was young. But now I could not even recognize whether he's Marwa or, people have started just to know him when he started YouTube. Before, even when he came home from Colombia, he had 200K subscribers. People still they didn't even know about YouTube. We used to meet him at the playground of the football there. He used to come to watch there with the Chinese girl. They came and sit there. We watched the game, the way Nyabohanse boys were playing football. Then after there, people went home. So since I started YouTube, I've never met him one-on-one.
Okay. So when it comes to Marwa, I mean, what good has Marwa done, if anything, in Nyabohanse?
The good. Sorry.
Yeah.
The good that he has done.
Yeah. Has he done anything for Nyabohanse that would be considered good in the eyes of the people who live in Nyabohanse?
For me, I think it's just influential. Nowadays when you record a video from there, just to mention something to do with Nyabohanse, people they watch. So that's influential, and maybe converting 1, 2, 3 lives of people who are living there poor. Because if we could not be the one, sometimes you need to appreciate him, because we cannot just be talking of negative. It's real that If it could not be Marwa, that audience that is watching us, watching Nyabohanse village, could not be there. So we have, that's what I can say now. He has created employment opportunity for many youths in the village. Through him, he came with an idea. Yeah.
Okay, and as far as the general people, whether they're into YouTube or not into YouTube from Nyabohanse, what do people think of Marwa in Nyabohanse? The people that live there.
For people who are in the village, they pick that the wealth of that guy as abnormal. Sometimes they keep on saying that this is abnormal because this guy went to school with my brother. My brother has finished campus, university, he got a job of 100,000 per month, but he has never even built a house like this. This wealth is abnormal. They go even an extent of saying that Freemason, I don't know what, that's how people view it. But for us who are in YouTube and learned and we have been in school, we know that YouTube pays and the wealth is real. The rich of that guy is real, but
Okay. So it's no secret that he has money. That's basically what you're saying. It's no secret to the people in the village as well as the people around the world that watch him on YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
He has money. People go there. They build the masons. The people who are working there, they just come and say that instead of paying us 800, he has paid us this and this. He has money. It's true.
Okay.
And we can't change that one.
Okay. Yeah. I never discounted that he didn't have any money because I know better. He once mentioned that he makes about 20. Actually, I think it was Michele Ponte and as well as Marwa. They both said that he makes about $20,000 US a month, and I think that was around almost a year and a half ago. And with that being said, I would still say that he makes pretty close to that. Sometimes in some months he probably makes a little bit more. And that's one of the reasons why he keeps making videos. Of course, his most popular videos is when he's traveling, especially in South America. And there's a very particular reason for that I won't bring up in this interview because it involves illegal activity. However, he does make a lot of money. And for the people who actually think that he doesn't, and that's why he's begging, no, he's begging so he doesn't spend his own money. And there's an old time saying with certain rich people here in America that the best way to save money as being a rich individual is to have other people spend their money on you. And so basically that's what's happened with Marwa and all the begging. He's getting other people to spend their money instead of him spending his own money. But that's an old adage here in America with business people who are rich. It's nothing new. It's just that it's new to a lot of people, unfortunately. But next question. Do you trust Marwa?
I don't trust him.
Why?
From my perspective, I don't trust him because for me, I know he has a good mouth on tricks, and the way he speaks on camera is totally different from the way he is in reality. Yeah. So Marwa is a person who can go and take a camera and say something out of feelings in a way that you think that this thing that he's saying the truth, and yet he's a big liar. Even that story of the one drop, because Marwa has a good audience, and he went early and spoke about that situation. People picked it at one drop is a bad guy. No, but for me, I don't trust him because it's totally different from the camera.
Okay.
I even lost the. Yeah.
Okay, so next question I have for you is like, what would Marwa have to do? What? Okay, Iam Marwa. What would the guy have to do to clean up his reputation with the people in Nyabohanse, as well as people in the online community?
One is to clear the surrounding and stop to favor one team, one group every day. All, if we see that he cannot manage to save everybody, to help everybody, he can start over, he can change and secure himself and get into the line that meeting him is very rare. And that's how things will be. Instead of trying to show people that you can help them, but you cannot help them all. If you cannot help 10 people, then ignore them all, because you cannot keep on going and helping two people, just two every day. Every day Mayugun, every day I don't know. You want you to be you, just you guys. So it's either he clear the surrounding and look for the new bodyguards from maybe wherever. He secure himself, he brand. Meeting him should be very rare. Even to see him one-on-one should be very rare. So that's how things can change.
If you had any good advice for Marwa, what would you like to say to him?
Sorry?
If you had some good advice for Marwa to tell him something, what would you like to tell him?
I would like to tell him to clear all. Or I can even advise him to not to make collabs with just everybody, with anybody. Brand, to have a brand. To have a brand is something that people should secure. So for me, I can advise him not to make collabs with everybody, and to marry an African woman who will settle and build the family and create the families, instead of just going and taking the whites from outside there who have nothing. If you see the people, the whites working hard on YouTube, the kinds of those women that usually come with, those people are just there they are not that important in US, in their areas that if we really like the white woman, you could even go and take the white woman who is learned and employed and working somewhere, but not, those are just women that you go and meet them there in the US. You tell them that I can prepare for your passport. We go in Africa. Yes, you can go. Then when we come with them here, we see the way they are white. We keep on staring at them. We think that they are good. No, that guy, if you have already have the wealth, build the house, you are rich, go and get a good wife who can settle, make a family. That's what I can advise him, because nowadays death is unpredictable.
Okay, when it comes to Davy Jr., how do you know him?
Davy for me is I know him as my age set, and Davy for real, for sure. It's not me. Even people are complaining off camera. He has a bad heart. You can even say hi to him and they keep quiet. You don't even say hi to people who went to school with, primary school. So he has a bad heart from my perspective. I don't know other people. He pretend on camera that the way he talk with a low voice and smile on camera, but in real sense, for me, he's a bad-hearted guy.
Okay, and why is Davy Jr. always lying on camera? Why do you think he does that?
Sorry?
Why do you think Davy Jr. always lies on camera, or lies a lot on camera?
He's activating donations.
Okay, so you think that's the only reason why he's doing it?
Yeah, that's the activating donation. That's why he's lying on camera.
Okay. So what do people in Nyabohanse think of Davy Jr.?
Actually, even people who are not on YouTube, they are not that guy. He has just one friend. I don't know, hello baby, and that's all. Even if I'm not your friend, just saying hi to someone. Yeah, we have just passed closer to us. Then we have said hi. How are you? You are just keeping quiet, looking at. And by that time, we were not even on YouTube. We have not even opened YouTube at that time. You know, there is some things that forced us to open YouTube and to be a reactors, because we started to see how people are underrating us. You know, YouTube came yesterday, just changed them, boom. Then now they changed. We used to greet each other, because for me, when we used to meet with him, he used to greet me because we are all comrades. We are all in university. That's when the respect was in that same level. But when YouTube came and boom, now he used to meet us, and he was not even saying hi. He's just there, you know, underrating us. Now other things made us to push and open YouTube to say these things on camera.
It's interesting your description of him, because I would have to say that he would fit very well in the United States, because in the United States, you can walk up to the average person, and some days it's good, some days it's not, and people won't even say hello back to you. So, I mean, if he's like that way, I'd already be, to me, I would feel that, is this guy actually from Kenya, or is he from the United States? Because that would kind of bewilder me a little bit. Now, I can understand if the person didn't understand English and I said hello to them and they weren't using the word hello on a regular basis, then I would understand that. But yeah, just by what you're telling me, it doesn't sound like he has any friends. And as far as Hello Baby, I think Hello Baby was always saying that he's related to Davy Jr. Is that true?
Sorry?
Hello Baby. I think he said a couple times that he's related to Davy Jr. Is that true?
I don't know that relationship. For me, I can't lie, because I just started to hear him calling uncle on camera, but I don't know how they are related for sure. I don't even know Hello Baby's parents, but I know the home. I've passed near the compound, but I don't know even the parents, so I don't know how they are related. That
Okay.
one.
Okay. Well noted, and maybe someday we'll know. So to shift the direction, Jamaica, boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend. Let's talk a little bit about Dee Mwango. So, before her dreams of never becoming a celebrity on YouTube, because she's not, what do you know about Dee Mwango in general?
Dee Mwango is I can say she's a don't care. She don't care. She care less, and she care less actually. For me, she's a careless person, because you cannot have a boyfriend this month, next month you have another one on camera, next month another one. You know.
Yeah.
For me, she's careless. I've never interacted with her that much, but there's a time that I met her in university when she was in Moi University in Eldoret. We went there for an interaction. I think I saw her there. She was already finished. I think for me, I can classify her as a careless guy.
Okay.
She careless.
All right. So basically, just bringing up ideas of what she said over the past year. Her culture doesn't mean anything to her. She throws her culture out the window. Off and on, she's a believer in God. Then she doesn't believe in God. She denounces. I think she denounced SDA or Christianity, one of the two. But then she'll go around and say sometimes she's SDA. So it's. I understand where you're coming from. The other thing that I would think by her behavior is that people in the village or just anywhere in Kenya that know her, just by her behavior online, they would feel the same way. She's very careless. She doesn't care about her image. And on top of that, she's making Kenya look bad. How does that make you feel?
Sorry?
She's making Kenya look bad. How does that make you feel?
Making Kenya to be famous, or what do you mean?
Okay. Okay. So when somebody does something in public, whether if it's YouTube or it's been captured on Twitter, been captured on a national news station, and they have there's a bad reputation behind what they're doing. It makes the country from where they come from look bad to the outside world. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, automatically it makes the country to look bad because they think that they stereotype all the Kenyans that those are their characters. You know?
Yeah.
You cannot go on the ocean, just remove clothes and start to twerk because you have money, and this life changes. So you make people to be stereotyped that all Kenyans, these are their characters, and it's not all Kenyans they do that.
And I have to agree with you. So next question to you. Well, first of all, it seems like Dee Mwango has no friends in Nyabohanse from her videos. But I need to ask you if you know the answer to the question. Does Dee Mwango have a single friend in Nyabohanse?
They used to be there. Those people changed like boom. I told you, when YouTube came, they used to have friends. But
Okay.
when YouTube came, they changed that way. Even Davy Jnr. changed, Dee Mwango the same. Those friends are there, they are complaining each and every day. That I met this guy. We used to be with her in the same high school. I met her, I said hi, she never responded. So.
Okay. I actually have one experience with Dee Mwango with communicating with her over about 2 years ago. And I asked her if she could do something. She said she could do it for me, and nothing happened. So, she doesn't owe me or anybody else anything. But based on that experience personally, as well as seeing all the things that she has done to other people, I would have to say my conclusion is I can never trust her for anything. And I've met many people like that. She's not the only one. Unfortunately, that's just the way she is. So my next question for you is like, what are your thoughts on how much Dee Mwango disrespects Kenyans, Africans, and Africa?
How?
Okay. What are your opinions on the level of disrespect that Dee Mwango disrespects Kenyans, Africans, and Africa, the way she does on video?
She does not respect, because she's trying to change our culture. She's trying to, if she could have changed the citizenship and go away and start to do those things from there, you could understand. Not going and coming back, dressing big, long dresses, and yet we have already seen you being half naked. That one is actually going against our norms and culture. She's disrespecting the country and the continent.
Okay. And what is your opinion on Dee Mwango facing Jam Tours Africa and Kenya because she lost the court case against her? What is your opinion about that?
Opinion about Dee Mwango doing what?
She's having to face Jam Tours Africa. You know Jam Tours, the guy from Jamaica. Yeah. And she lost the court case that he brought a case against her in court. He won, she lost. So what is your opinion about that court case?
The cookie is a drug. Actually, it's a drug. From my opinion, I think it's not good for her. Did she eat the cookies?
I don't think you understood what I meant. Let's go ahead and just move forward. I got another question related to that though. So basically, let me just, because I know people who are going to be watching this, they don't understand. So let me start out like this. You know, Dee Mwango and her brother Iam Marwa scammed a guy named Jam Tours Africa out of $7,000 US for an Airbnb business in Nairobi. So,
Yeah.
so what I would like to know is, based on that story, what was your first original reaction when you first heard about that?
From my opinion, that's wrong. They did it in a wrong way, because if they usually, for them, they usually travel outside the continent. They go outside Kenya. What if someone do that thing to them? How they will are they going to feel?
True.
God is protect. They go outside the country. They go outside the continent. God protect them. But when someone came here, they scammed. Why? Why should you do that? It's very wrong from my opinion. You should not do that. Can you do something that you feel that if this thing is happening to me, how will I feel? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. If I was the one who was scammed, how will I feel? I remember there is a time that Marwa lost a small bag in the river. I don't know, it was in Jamaica. I don't know where it was in Argentina. They were with I think they were with Rocio. He walked around. He walked around the forest looking for that bag. That the small bag had my money, my dollars were inside there. That's how he was feeling. Now imagine in scamming the person. For them, they usually need you. You need to do something that you feel like, if this something happened to me, it will be this and this and this and this, but not just doing it to someone. It's very wrong from my opinion.
Okay. So with this recent news that Jam Tours actually won the case against Dee Mwango, right? Do you think Dee Mwango will learn from this? Do you think she'll be a better person, or do you think she'll continue, as always, if there's an opportunity to scam somebody, she's going to do it again? Do you think she's learned, or do you think she has not learned from this experience?
I think that question is a bit hard to me to answer.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I understand that. So, Gentany, from this point on, what are your future aspirations?
My future aspiration is one is to be I think to be a traveler, because I want to do as I will be working with I want to inspire the young youths who are growing and tell them that you should not be biased to help someone, and you should not. I want to do things that will inspire the young youths. Actually, my ambition is to be a big traveler and work with big big non-governmental organizations. Yeah, that's my inspiration. I think I will inspire the young youths to travel and depend on themselves. They brand themselves, not just thinking that if it's must you be holded hand. I want to brand myself in a way that people will copy. I will inspire people to brand themselves, actually.
Okay, well, everybody, you heard it from Gentany. This is Mr. Nice, the host of Kung Fu Fanta. And on that note, everybody, we're out.